Okay, so it's much later now. I was gonna film like right after I got out of the dental office, but I was with my client and I just couldn't do that. So I had to wait till I was alone. Yeah, so it looks like my gum is not infected, and she just said that like they had to put many layers of stuff in there. They put the bone graft in there, and then on top of that, the collagen membrane layer, and then on top of that, like a connective tissue layer, and then I guess the gum, right? And so that's probably why it's bulging out like that, and that little white thing that's sticking out over here is like some of the membrane is peeking out underneath everything. So hopefully that'll like disappear or something over time. I don't know, but she said it's actually healing up the way it's supposed to. So, and the pain is actually less today than it's been over the last 3 or 4 days. So I'm getting hopeful that things are moving in the right direction with this. And I should just keep doing what I'm doing with the antibacterial rinse and eating on the other side and just all the basic precautions. So, doesn't look the best, but hopefully it'll improve. Anyway, I wanted to come out here where it's nice and quiet and have a break between gigs, and so I'd come out to one of my other special spots. I'll give you a look-see. I'm sitting on a tree that fell down recently. I'm not sure when. But this is the other side of the lake. One of many other sides of the lake. Not the most aesthetic part, but it's still pretty cool and often very quiet. I guess this area is known as the cliffs because the land keeps eroding. I'll give you a better view in a second. But I really like it out here. Very peaceful. I should note that the lake isn't always this dry. However, I've seen it more dry. It's actually been completely dry and like full of grass before. But that was several years ago now. And recently it has come up again. So it's not always like this all muddy and stuff. But we just had a little rain today, so that was good. I'm going to take you around the other side here so you can see. There's all these cool holes and stuff like that. I don't know who lives in there, but... And then the land just eroded. And there's that tree. That's recent. I don't know when that came down. So, this is why they call it the cliffs. But there's not really a lot of space to walk down there, like by the river, by the lake, because it's so muddy right now. I mean, there's this area here, but if you try to go down there, it's kind of sketchy, I think. This is the first day it was cool enough to wear my cowboy boots. I'm really stoked about that. So, winter is finally starting to come. Fall, at least. Look at these weird plants. Look at those. Boop. Boop. Whenever I take Wiggler here, those get stuck in her fur so bad. They're horrible. And you can see how easily they come off. I guess you could walk along right here if you stayed close to the cliff. I don't think it's quite that muddy, but if he went out here, he'd probably get stuck in quicksand. Ooh, that makes me think of the time that I was out in Salton City, by the Salton Sea, and I did get stuck in quicksand. Well, I didn't quite get stuck, but I was trying to get as close as I could to the water's edge, and I definitely started feeling the ground getting a little bit soft, and so I trekked along very, very carefully, and then all of a sudden there was like one step and my foot went down and it started sucking me in. And I was like so scared because I was out there by myself. Nobody knew I was out there. And I jumped back and just ran for safety. It was very, very scary. Yeah, quicksand's no joke, turns out.